Come with us on this week's episode as we hang out in northern Colorado, seeing friends and family.
So I got the camper washed up a little bit earlier and came out. We are going to pull off the logo that Anna had made on the Cricut. We've got some full-size actual logos that we got, and get that put on, so it'll look good. All right, down to the last letter here. You can see it's leaving a little bit of adhesive on the camper, but we'll get that cleaned up and should look good. All right, as you can see, I'm using a little mineral spirits and the adhesive is coming right off. Now, do be warned, I would go very lightly on this stuff, and it will strip off any wax or coating you have on here as well. So once we get this done, I'll have to repolish or re-wax the back of the rig as well. But you can see it's taken off that adhesive very nicely, and we'll get it cleaned up. All right, so we got the new one we're gonna put on here. Got everything else off. And what do you think? Something like that? Steer clear of this sticker down the bottom here.
Yeah.
Come out to the golf course clubhouse here by our old house with some friends, enjoy a meal. They got live music downstairs we can listen to. Just hopping tonight. All the golf carts in town are here. What are we doing?
At the clubhouse.
What are we doing at the clubhouse?
Gotta have some food.
Gonna have food, and what are we watching? Gonna watch the sunset? It's gonna be a nice one tonight, isn't it? All the kids out here playing on the practice green. Ton of people around watching the live music downstairs, restaurant upstairs, and then there's like a bar and grill downstairs. Pretty cool. This is Pelican Lakes golf course in Windsor, Colorado. And we used to live like 2 blocks that way. So it was nice. We were able to drive the golf cart right over here. That's a pretty sunset, huh? All right, you ready to go in? I got one of the world's worst rounds of golf in a long time, but that's okay. Got that taken care of, and got all my bad strokes out for the year. So that was good. Some friends are gonna meet us down here in Old Town Fort Collins for dinner. Anna went and got her workout on earlier, so she's feeling good, ready for some cocktails.
Earned my drink today.
There you go. That's dangerous when you don't have plans. You need your stretchy pants on if you're gonna have that for dinner, though.
Yeah, I had to squeeze under the knees, so.
Maybe we'll skip that. Have a regular meal.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right. What are you gonna have? We're going to Social. It's a awesome speakeasy. What are you thinking?
Probably a whiskey smash.
All right.
My favorite.
Sounds good. Okay, Old Town Fort Collins. When you come down here, probably one of the best speakeasies we've ever been to, Social. Down by the Coopersmith, and you're gonna look for a clock on the sidewalk, and it's into the basement from there. We'll show you guys. There's a little sign on the brick. But like if it's Friday, they're probably gonna have a line and you might see it. But otherwise, you're gonna just need to keep an eye out. That's what we're looking for right there. The clock and a bouncer. What do you think, babe?
Might figure out what I want.
There you go. Oh, you gotta do a QR deal. I didn't do that.
It's okay.
So we got to figure out the menu here. All right, and they cut some charcuterie boards and everything over here. Might have to get one of those.
So hungry.
Yeah. Does that sound good? You want to do a charcuterie board? Let's do it.
Awesome. Reminder guests to give a good swirl each time you take a sip.
Sweet, thank you.
Whenever we're back in the area or we find a spot that has a Shields, we love to come to these. They're kind of like a Bass Pro Shop, but in our opinion, a little bit better. They also have a Ferris wheel inside, so it's a real fun for Lily and Hunter. And they have big parking lots. It's actually a parking lot about the same size on both sides, so they had some long parking spots for trailers and stuff over there, but it looked like it had been pretty filled up. So we're just cruising in this way, park in the back, and walk on up, see what we can find. Come up to the second level. You can see the Ferris wheel here. What is that, Lily? Is that a moose? Alright, so it's about 5:30 in the morning, and it's getting nice and bright here already, but 5:30 in the morning means it's time to turn on the smokers. So, got it heating up. We're going to throw some brisket on for the day. This would be good. I just wanted to show you this. It's peaceful in the morning here. We're out at Boyd Lake State Park up, it's in Loveland. Check this out. It's beautiful. Before everybody gets out on the water, I'm sure fishing would be good right now. Got her all cleaned up and turned on. It's getting warmed up here. Should get the brisket on here in just a few minutes. My brother had a half a brisket, just the fat side of the brisket there that he wasn't able to do on his grill, so gave that to us, and we're gonna enjoy that today. This will teach you to take the trash out. Look at this guy.
From our campground, we are able to see the blood moon total solar eclipse. It was a chilly night, so we would set a timer and go out every 15 to 20 minutes to see the progress.
You guys in, we had this thing, when we brought the slide in here at the last place, noticed that the front of the bed kind of tilted down once it got all the way in, which was a little bit weird, but it looked okay from the outside. So when we pulled it back out, you can see the roller that this slides on is exposed there and is not exposed over here. So pulled everything out, pulled it apart. You can see it's separated from the end of the slide or end of the wall here on this side, and it's still attached over there. So when I just kind of give it a push, it just it closes this gap right here. You can see that close all that gap. It looks like it's come detached along here from the main portion that holds it on to the same spot in the slide. And I was looking at it, it looks like this side, you can see screws going into the frame of the bed, holding it side to side, and then holding it down onto the actual floor of the slide so it goes out and in. And on this side, it's held on with screws, same, but they shot a couple staples in and no screws to hold it together. So basically, as it's come in, this has come loose from this side, or this has come loose here, and so we'll just get it reattached. Basically, I'm going to just screw in from the side down into the base of this frame. If you look down in here, you can see where the framing is. It kind of just boxed out, pretty straightforward. So we'll screw into that. We'll get our nail gun, put this back, get this all kind of buttoned up so that it looks nice again, and then put it back together. We also found we had a couple of on the hinge. When we lifted it up, this came loose because it tore out the hinge on two spots, right here and here, in the middle and that side. So I'm sure it was all a result of this thing moving, but shouldn't take too long, maybe a 20-30 minute fix, and then we'll be good to go from there. Have 1-inch back screws here. The thing I like about these is they're coated with a lubricant, so they don't split your wood real easy, and kind of a good all-purpose screw there. But I don't know if you can see. You can see a little bit of lubricant on there. It's almost like if you were to take wax and rub it on there. It just keeps everything from the wood from splitting. So we'll get this buttoned up real quick. Okay, so there was staples in here, so I'm just kind of pushing everything back together. You want to push on that corner there just to make sure it's all the way butted up against here. And we're good there. And then that way when we screw it back together, or screw it together, everything will be nice and tight. Pretty good. While I'm back here, we're gonna go ahead and pop off this headboard because Anna's got the remodeling bug, and we're gonna be doing an accent wallpaper here. So I'm gonna get this off. I always give Anna a hard time and tell her it doesn't have to be all or nothing, and then I go do that.
Yeah, I might as well be doing that.
Okay, so that's just held on with a couple staples from the top, and then we'll have a couple more screws there to take out, and that'll be it.
Woo!
There you go. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I fit. It's a lot narrower than it looks. That's a little bumpy.
Alright, so the kids are at Build-A-Bear and they're gonna start picking out their stuffed animals. Lily, you pick one of these. You pick one that doesn't have stuffing in it.
I want this unicorn.
You want the unicorn? Show me.
The head has fluff.
The head has fluff. What do you think, Hunter? Look, doggy? Did you get a bear? Yeah?
It's a bear one.
Do you want your unicorn squishy, soft, or hard?
Soft.
Soft? Okay. Would you like to step on this little pedal right here? Go right ahead.
Keep your foot on there.
Okay. There you go. Go ahead and give your unicorn a big hug. How's that feel? Does that feel pretty good? Okay.
Pick out a heart.
I want this one.
Yeah.
How should I make it change? Should I make it squishy, soft, or
Let's go soft.
soft? Okay. You think you'll step on the pedal?
I will.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
You want to step on the pedal too? There you go. Good job.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna hold our hearts in our hands just like this, okay? And you guys are gonna start rubbing them together, get them all warmed up, get them fuzzy, get them pumping. Go ahead and clap to get a heartbeat going. Good job. Go ahead and give your hearts a kiss. Go mwah.
Can you give him a kiss? Hunter, can you give him a kiss?
And then you can put your little heart inside. And then go ahead.
Heart inside.
Good job, guys. Now your friends are full of love.
Now they're giving their babies a bath.
Give Hunter a bath.
Is it all clean? How they look?
Should we dress up Chase now? All right.
Where are you going? Are we dancing?
Lily's getting her very first pedicure. You excited? Yeah. All right, let's do it. You get your own chair. You have the massager on? Yeah. Show me your fingernails. Say hi. Are they beautiful? Do you love them?
Yeah, I can. Mommy, I can see my nails.
Yeah, they look pretty. Now Mama's gonna get hers done.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went to put in all the slides to get out of here, and the slide on the driver's side, or I guess passenger side, in the middle of the living room is not moving at all. Tried to manually bring it in, not budging the thing. So I'm assuming something's unattached under there. So the joy now is popping off a couple bolts to gain access to see what's going on, and hopefully it's a quick fix. Okay, if you ever have to do this, you got 10mm bolt or nuts here with a washer to hold everything in place all the way down. Some of these have a metal rail here further down, but right over the axles they kind of just went right between them. And so we're just going to pop these off. If I do this little section here, I'm thinking that'll give us enough room to hopefully peek in there and see what's going on. Okay, so had to drop the underbelly. Here we are, hanging out in here again. You got, some of you might recognize this from last time when we had to replace this after the guy had come and cut everything to open and do the underbelly. In the process of doing that, I managed to stand up. Note to self, the bottom of your ladder is really sharp, so got a nice little gouge there. We'll see how that comes out. Hopefully I don't have too much of a scar, but got under here. We were getting voltage to the motor for the slide that this guy replaced the motor on, so here we are again. We're getting voltage to it. Sounded like it was running, but was just disconnected from the shaft and everything because weren't able to do anything. Couldn't even use the backup to spin it. So got under here. Check this out. Okay, motor goes onto your gear to run your piston in and out. Screw, no screw, but I'm gonna get that put back on. Clearly, when the motor's not even in the shaft, it's not going to do anything, and I'm just hoping that it hasn't caused too much damage, not being all the way in there and not stripped it out too bad. This one had a pin at the bottom that I just put on the new one, and then we'll bolt the new one in.
And we're fighting rain.
When you get the new jack, you have to put the motor on, and that's just these two keeper screws here to hold it in place. There's just a shaped shaft that goes in and just lines up with that so that it spins correctly. You have to pull the old pin and keeper off of the old one, and then we did not switch out the base. It came with a new base, but ours has the
Snap pads.
Snap pads. Can't think today. Ours has the snap pads, so we just kept the old one. So I'll actually pull that off to get it through the hole here and get it into place, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we got to do about a quarter turn at a time here because you've got square stoppers on this that these go into, and it won't fit the other way. So we have no choice but to put the bolts in this direction, and death by 1,000 turns here. But we'll get it done.
So we're plugging in the motor. One helpful tip.
Yeah, it works better that way. So now, because it's because we had it level, I'm going to get into the app and just run this corner just to get the weight or like equalize, and then we'll re-zero or re-home everything. That basically draws it in until there's enough voltage that tells it that all the jacks are all the way in, and then we'll re-level, and from there it should be normal operating procedures. Get into the Lippert app here, go to corners.
It's moving.
Put the weight onto the jack, or onto that front corner. Take it off the jack here, just real slowly. Okay, and in order to rehome the jacks, you have to be out at least 6 inches on all of them. Advanced options, home jacks.
Well,
It's locked. We have a fault right now, so we're gonna have to retract all jacks before it will allow us to do anything.
alright, so we're retracting all the jacks so we can rehome. Alright, so we are auto leveling right now. Colin just accidentally exited out of the Lipper app, and that's halts everything, so make sure you keep your Lipper app open when you're doing that. Lily was able to finish up her preschool work just in time for us to head into the mountains. Thanks for watching this week's episode. Join us next week as we spend some time in Estes Park.